Education helped me to improve my language, and I am able to read and write now. In this regard, I want to thank both ActionAid and Monmouth for their great support. Fetching water is not only tiresome, but time-taking task. After this water project realized, all those problems are solved. We have sufficient access to clean water nearby our village. We are very much happy. I want to thank Monmouth and ActionAid for supporting us to realize this project, thereby improve our life.
Kemba is one of the 13 Woreda districts of the Gamogofa zone in the South Nations, Nationalities and Peoples Regional State. It's located about 602 kilometers south of Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia. In 2004, ActionAid Ethiopia planned the introduction of a long-term development program intervention in Kemba district, focusing on the key priorities of over 155,780 people residing across 39 kabales. During the inception period, ActionAid Kemba conducted a socio-economic survey aimed at sorting the dynamics of poverty, development problems and priorities.
7 years ago, ActionAid Ethiopia wanted to establish a long-term development area in the southern part of Ethiopia. So we had undertaken a preliminary study which has indicated that the Kemba area is very much marginalized, very much dissociated from social and economic services. The study, the appraisal study which we have undertaken has indicated that this area is very much neglected. The existing social and economic services are very poor. Education by itself has only a coverage of something like 26%. Potable water coverage was only around 6%. So on the other hand, women are very much marginalized. There are a number of socio-economic problems that justify the establishment of a long-term development program.
In March 2004, ActionAid Kemba began its development program intervention that places emphasis on 5 thematic areas. These are food security, women's development, education, good governance and HIV, sanitation and water development programs. Monomouth Aid Group started in 1985 when Ethiopia suffered from a serious drought which caused widespread famine. A group of people in Monomouth wanted to ensure the people in Ethiopia, especially the community of Waka, in the South Nations, Nationalities and Peoples Regional State could sustain themselves in the future. As it has achieved its goal in Waka, Monomouth Aid Group has shifted its support to Kemba development area since the year 2004 by providing financial assistance through ActionAid Ethiopia to address the education and potable water needs of poor people in Kemba district. In the past 7 years, Monomouth financial support helped the realization of several education centers in remote rural areas of Kemba. These access centers enabled school-age children to access basic education at their own village.
ሁሉን መዘርዘር ባይቻልም በሞኖሞዝ ብቻ የተሰሩትን ፕሮጀክቶች ለመጥቀስ ያህል
In the past 7 years, we have established 6 basic education centers, known as non-formal and alternative basic education centers. The total amount of this budget spent for the education projects are 325,000 birr, supported by the Monomouth aid group. Currently, 1,569 children are attending classes in the education centers now. All of those access centers are transformed into the government formal schools and primary schools.
Male Wudde is one of the most marginalized and remote rural Kabbales of Kemba district, mainly inhabited by agro-pastoral communities. It is a lowland area with hot temperature, rivers and undulating topography. For generations, there was no education center within a 20-kilometer radius of the Male Wudde area. The first access center established in 2004 with the help of Monomouth Aid Group funded education projects which was implemented through Action Aid Kemba in partnership with the local government and the community. As the community's awareness about education increased over time, the number of children attending school have been increasing year after year. Berhane Hitillo, from an agro-pastoralist family, joined the Male Wudde Primary School at the end of 2009. Now she is a grade 2 student.
We have never had the opportunity to access basic education before, and we have had a very bad life. Now, the establishment of this school sparked a hopeful future life. We have a dream to reach at a good level and change the living condition of our community. For me, attending class is a very crucial thing. Since then, education helped me to improve my language, and I am able to read and write now. That is a big change I ever had in my life. I am very much happy with that. In this regard, I want to thank both Action Aid and Monomouth for their great support, helped us in accessing education freely at our village and change our life.
The Bohe Primary School is one of the access centers established in 2006 and later transformed to a formal government school. Let alone the children, the education center inspired adults like Aster Kabede to go to school and attend classes.
I am married and have a child. The establishment of this school at my village initiated me to attend class and started my education under the extension program. I found education as helpful in changing my life, and I can see that many great changes to come in the future. I would like to thank Monomouth and Action Aid. Their support really helped us to have education access and change our life to the better.
Since 2009, Action Aid Kemba has been undertaking school expansion projects that intend to improve the access of quality education service in the area. The expansion of the existing primary schools, including building classrooms, libraries, offices, toilets, as well as supply of educational material, facilities and sportswear. Meroshille and Shamala primary schools are two of the 7 education expansion projects completed in October 2010 and inaugurated in January 2011. Guests from ActionAid Head Office and Kemba District Administration, families and students attended the inaugural ceremonies held at both schools. At the event, the guests visited the newly constructed classroom buildings and other services. School children presented group songs and poems. Besides scaling up primary school for better education quality, these expansion projects are believed to increase the current intake capacity of schools by 100%. The projects are also creating a good opportunity to upgrade those satellite schools into cluster centers in the future. The second component of the projects, held with monomouth financial support through ActionAid Kemba, is availing potable water supply services for rural communities. Accordingly, the implementation of shallow wells such as boreholes and hand-dug wells and one medium-sized spring development have been realized in areas of Kemba that are severely affected by chronic water shortages.
About 5 clean water projects have been implemented with the cost of 484,000 birr, supported by the Man-a-Mouth Aid Group. Out of these 4 are hand-pumped shallow wells and one medium spring water development project. Currently, over 9,000 people have access to potable water supply from these projects.
Sobo is one of the lowland kabeles of Kemba district, which is the most severely affected with problems of water shortage. For generations, the communities of Sobo have suffered from lack of any water sources. Here, they have no access even to dirty water sources.
Sobo is remote and lowland area. It is backward in terms of basic development services. We have been suffered from severe water shortage and its related health problems. Fetching water is not only tiresome, but time-taking task. After this water project realized, all those problems are solved. We have sufficient access to clean water nearby our village. We are very much happy. I want to thank Monmouth and ActionAid for supporting us to realize this project, thereby improve our life.
The Boko Handag Well Community Water Supply Project was implemented and completed in 2009. Currently, about 500 households have access to a clean water supply service from this source.
When the spring water becomes low at dry season, many people are gathering at a single water point, so that women and children might spend the whole day, sometimes including the night time, and came home with unclean water. Besides the huge burden on time and labor, the unclean water exposed us to various diseases. Now, we have the access to clean water supply nearby our home and helped us to solve all those problems. This water project has made a big change in our life. I would like to thank Monmouth and ActionAid for helping us realize this project.
Bolla Garda Medium Spring Water Development Project has 3 major components: development structure at the spring water source, a concrete or cement reservoir with 3,000 cubic meters of water storage capacity, and community water distribution points. Currently, there are 2 public water distribution points at different villages accessing potable water to the community. The clean spring water is conveyed through water pipes into the reservoir, then to the water distribution point using only the force of gravity. The Bolla Garda Spring Development Project has the potential for further expanding water distribution centers to several villages, thereby maximizing the beneficiaries of the water source. In order to ensure efficient and effective utilization of the financial support, as well as locally available resources, ActionAid Kemba employed several strategic approaches, such as partnership among development actors, participation of all stakeholders, and capacity building of local government sector development offices, the community, and the community-based organizations CBOs throughout the implementation process of these development projects.
ጭራሽ ውሃ የሚባል ነገር የሌለበት አካባቢ አለ። አንዳንዱ ጋር ደግሞ ንጹህ ውሃ ኖሮ ንጹህ ውሃ ማይኖርባቸው አካባቢዎች አሉ።
ActionAid Kemba Development Program has introduced not only the actual project for the community, but also assigned responsible and committed staffs on the project implementation. They always make an effort, strive for success, and highly eager to see the final output and benefiting for the community. The other thing that ActionAid Kemba has introduced the idea and built on trend and development partnership and coordination among our community. The community now partially learn how to bring change through establishing strong coordination, direct participation, and contribution, as well as the real sense of ownership and beneficiarity. This by itself is a great benefit. Therefore, the District of Administration has been working in strong partnership and collaboration with ActionAid Kemba. As a stakeholder, we have roles and responsibilities and take our own share and contribution at the district government level.
The consistent development support of Monomouth Aid Group through ActionAid Kemba Development Area enabled thousands of marginalized and less fortunate children, women and girls to enjoy their rights, the access to basic education and potable water services. Because of the support made so far, 11 education and water projects have been materialized with a total support amounting to £100,000, benefiting over 13,000 needy people.
I want to thank Monomouth people for trusting ActionAid to be a channel for their hard-earned resources. Had it not been for their trust, wouldn't have invested on those projects. So that trust they have on ActionAid we are grateful for that trust. We also want to say they have maintained their support for a long time. Most donors, even though they come with a larger sum of money, they don't accompany us for a sustainable time to bring accumulation of those small things. And Monomouth has been with us for years doing those essential basic things. Small they might be, but through time we're building things and we're changing lives. So I want to say on behalf of Lives Change It, I also want to say thank you for long-term support and maintaining their trust and solidarity with the poor and the needy.
However, for thousands of people of Kemba communities freed from the bondages of illiteracy, as well as the problems of water shortage, the great support of Monomouth Aid Group would remain embedded in the hearts of Kemba's communities.
Mirta, Ursana Simoko,